So when we first got the van, we knew there was some things that we wanted to do to it, but we didn't exactly know what until we actually lived in the van. Now since we've taken some trips in it, we've gone to Illinois and Tennessee, there's some things that we want to change, so we have a list.
We have all kinds of goodies on here. Some upgrades we've been wanting to do for a long time. So, what's your favorite?
Definitely the water filter. That would be the #1 if we could get that done today.
But it might be a multi-day thing.
Yeah.
We better get started.
Alright, starting off easy. Phone holder it is. So it's been a little bit of a pain when we're on a road trip. We need directions and all that. And then we just kind of toss it off to the side and I couldn't resist.
It sometimes really is that bad.
So there was a ton of options. We could attach it to the windshield, attach it right to the AC vent. Those are a little shaky. This little thing just grabs your phone. These are just little rubber fingers. Let's try the clamp and see if we can find a good place. So I thought maybe down here on the console. It looks like that might work. But these are so stable, they're actually made for motorcycle handlebars.
Big upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
Alright, let's do the lights.
Portable lights.
So one kind of issue we've had in the middle of the night, it's a little bit too dark. So say Sarah's sleeping, I need to get up and go to the bathroom, and I gotta turn on the lights and the whole van. And then I found these little puck lights, and then all you have to do is you touch it and it turns on. You hold it and it gets brighter. Isn't that cool? It has a magnet on the back of it. We would just use this little sticker that comes with it, and this is metal, and you stick it on there. We got a light wherever we want it. We just recharge it. And they're lithium, so all you gotta do is plug it in and it recharges, which is really cool. So in the middle of the night, we can just come over here, touch it, and this battery should last, I think it's 60 hours, which is pretty insane. Another problem I was having is, say I want to get in here in the middle of the night, this is kind of annoying because we couldn't see anything, there's no light. That actually solves the problem also. Since this is metal right here, I could just stick it right there and instant light. Those are the easy ones. I think we better get to a harder one.
Okay, are you ready to do something that's really gonna make a huge change in this van?
I'm ready. I gotta go get the faucet.
You're about to see the new faucet will have a much brighter look in the van.
If you're building a van, order something and then install it. Don't order everything at once. Otherwise, you're gonna have a ton of things you can't return, and if they don't work out, then you just wasted some money.
I'm pretty excited about replacing it. For the color, for the functionality.
I think it's gonna be perfect for van life. In our kitchen at home, almost like a professional kitchen faucet, and we really love it. So I thought about actually buying the one that we have in the house, but it's way too big. So we found this one, and I think that's gonna work out pretty good, and it's almost identical to it.
And this one was only $60 compared to the one in the house, $300. So we're really hoping this one works out for 60 bucks.
Gotta see what tools I need first. Man, it's a tight squeeze in here.
I'm gonna get him a couple sit pads, and we have some of those tucked away in our garage.
Oh, thank you.
As we're making these upgrades, we don't know 100% how things were built, so we're gonna kind of find out as we go.
Alright, so it looks like I just detach a couple plumbing lines, and then I gotta see what is this faucet mounted to. And then once I take that off, it should be pretty simple. It should just come right out.
Water is off.
Whoa, water! So pretty much what happened is there's a quick disconnect. I disconnected it and water came flooding out. Now I got water all over the place here. Whew, that was a little stressful. So I just have to unhook the current faucet and hook these up. And then we should be in business. The crazy angles you have to work with in here. Alright, both lines are detached and I think they're drained.
I can't believe it, this faucet is coming off.
Alright, you ready? Feel free to pull it up.
Whoa. The whole thing has come out.
Oh, hey. We finally got it. How long do you think that took? Like a half hour?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oops. I wasn't expecting that. I think we could probably get a stain, like it looks like a walnut stain or something, and I could try and make it work. Guess what I found?
What'd you find?
So we actually had it in the garage. I just think this van is like meant to be.
Oh, it looks
And
dark.
it's dark walnut.
No way.
Yeah, this is so exciting. We're gonna do a test, see if it's the right color, but it should be close enough. I must have bought it for something else and never even used it. I think we've got our test right here. I think that's it.
Wow.
I'm just gonna use a paper towel to put it on.
Now we wait.
Now we wait. Oh, I think it's the right color and everything. It's just gonna need one more coat.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, let's install the faucet.
That's pretty good. Ready to get this down in there?
Yep. I love it. This is what I envisioned in our van. Check out your handiwork.
Oh, wow. We did it! You know what that
Congrats.
means?
What?
We get to mark something else off our list. Alright, the next thing on the list is an oil change. And a fun fact, in retrospect, an oil change isn't necessarily an upgrade, but it was on our list, so we had to do it. The first time I ever did an oil change was at my first job at a car wash. The light turned on, so I think that means we needed an oil change. Wow, that's amazing. I don't even have to jack the van up, it's already so high. Yes. And then the most important part, we gotta put that plug back in. So now what we gotta do is change the filter. I'm sure this is gonna get a little easier as time goes on, but it is a messy job. I think we're gonna change the oil probably every 5,000-ish miles or so with fully synthetic. The van takes about 6 quarts. Yep, I think that's good.
Okay, we're in van renovation mode. And couldn't help adding a few more upgrades to our list. These side windows have a covering. So the goal is to get these to stay in place without much of a hassle. Some magnets, and I actually created a little mock-up. Let's see if it works. I think it worked. And the other thing is that these can come off. This is where my head is. This will work for now, but we're in Florida and I would like some teals and yellows and sunshine. So I'm going to reupholster these. That makes me very happy. Yay. The window covers were taking more time than expected. So let's jump into the next project.
I had no idea how many whites there really are. Another one?
We should just do this color.
No.
Oh, I kind of like it actually. It's really difficult to get that exact white. I gotta look at it every single way.
Yeah, it's a big decision. I mean, look at this. I'll take that. A bit of sugar.
We might have a winner. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And we might as well pick up matching hardware at the same time.
Oh my gosh, this is happening. Once I do this, there is no going back.
I could take this off because I don't think we're going to use this anymore and paint on the back of it. What do you think?
I think it's kind of the white I had in mind.
That's going to look pretty. Here we go.
Oh boy.
That turned out too bad. Sarah's probably in line at Home Depot right now getting the paint.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
It's looking pretty bright.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god. You're painting the cabinets. I think I'm gonna ask our neighbor if he has his table saw available. It kind of rubs on the floor.
Right here.
Yeah. So we're gonna take about a 1/4 inch off. See what that does. We got our door. Took about that much off of the bottom, so it's not gonna scrape anymore.
I had to do it.
I'm a little nervous. This is gonna look so different.
Oh boy.
There it goes. It's gone. Oh man, it's looking so good.
It's getting dark. We'll show you guys tomorrow.
See you in the morning. We couldn't be happier how it turned out. The bright cabinets open up the space and give it a brighter, happier feeling, especially for van life in Florida. Up until now, everything on the list has been kind of a nice to have. But the next one on the list I'm going to try to start tackling, and that is going to be a water filter. Right now we have 20 gallons of water in our tank. That's filled from a hose or, wherever we can find it, maybe a gas station. We have running water, which is really nice, but it's a little funky. I think it'd be really nice to have it filtered. That'll improve the taste. It'll make it safer. This filter that I found on Amazon, it is 0.01 microns. It should filter out almost all viruses, all bacteria, and most importantly, all parasites. Oh, I think Amazon's dropping off another package for us. Yes! And it has to do with this. Yes! Look at that! That's nice. A taste pure water hose that's going to make the water taste really good. And this lasts about 8,000 gallons and also 1 year. So we're going to test this out. I think this is going to do really well. I'd like to install this right here where the plumbing already is. So what I'm going to do is make a bracket that fits right on the aluminum. It'll be easy to get to. And we'll have nice, clean water. If you think living in tight spaces is hard, you should try working underneath a tight kitchen. I don't know how many times I've hit my head. I'm just trying to get in there, make these marks so I can get this right. Shall we go test this thing? So just to give you a demonstration, we have the screw right here. Let's get that in there, give it a little turn, and then once it catches, it's super strong. Oh my god, I don't believe it. After hours of messing with this thing, check it out. It's actually stable. So instead of having 2 and 2, it was just nearly impossible to get it into this aluminum. So I just had 1 in each corner, and now it's rock solid. So now I can put 2 screws in there, and then we'll be hanging our filter. Check it out. We got a filter. The time has come to drill the hole. There we go. I think we made a hole. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Now, before I get the water filter all plumbed up under the counter, there's another thing on the list that I can do at the exact same time. The water line coming in from the water pump to this contraption. And this is a quick connection, which is going to be for our hose to spray things down and also a shower. But more on that later. Here's our garden hose extension with the shut off. I gotta go underneath and attach it. I can't believe we're going to have clean filtered water. This is so awesome. So now I just have to flush it for about 5 minutes and then I'll give it a taste test and see what it tastes like. Ooh, And just like that, we have clean filtered water flowing out of our beautiful new faucet. Oh yeah, fresh water. Now it's time for an adventure?
Definitely.
All right, mark that off the list.
So after we bought the van, we knew one of the first things we needed to figure out was how do we shower? We looked at so many different options, and what we landed on was an outdoor shower. I mean, most of the time we're adventuring outdoors anyway, so why not shower outdoors? But I'm gonna let Paul show you exactly how it works from the inside of the van so that I can finally take a shower outside here because we just got done adventuring.
So how this shower works is it's located right underneath the sink, conveniently. And I did a little bit of plumbing to where this connects directly to the water tank. I have a little bucket here and we have everything that we need for the shower. And just by the off chance that this might leak, at least it'll drip right into the silicone bucket. So we have our hose. I have quick connect fittings on everything. And we just connect it right into there. And once you hear that click, it's not gonna leak. We have our shower nozzle. This is just a garden hose. Connect that into there, and I think Sarah's ready for a shower.
Thank you.
The hose we keep underneath the sink is 10 feet long. We also have a 25-foot hose extension, and since there are quick connects on all of our hoses, they can all attach to each other, which means we could reach 35 feet away from the van if we had to.
Refreshing.
So just to give you an example of how much water Sarah just used, that was on full blast, washing off the paddleboard and taking a long shower. That would probably be equivalent of a 3-minute shower, 2-3 minutes. We use about a third of the entire water supply, so that's a third of 20 gallons. Our next upgrade is Netflix and chill. Sometimes we just want to veg out in front of the TV with some of our favorite shows, maybe on Netflix or YouTube or whatever. We don't have any space in here, but what we're going to do is use this little iPad instead of a giant television that's installed in the van, so we're going to save a ton of space. I found this little device, and look at that. It's just a clamp, and it clamps on somewhere in the van, grabs onto the iPad, and then it turns into a little television bracket.
Hi.
And we can Netflix and chill. And now for a quick and easy upgrade. And that's this trash can. And then whenever we turn the chair around, now we can't sit down, so we need an upgrade. That's where this little guy comes in. You can permanently install a nice little bracket. I think I have just the place. This thing is genius. You can take the lid off and it holds the trash bag in place. It even has a nice little handle where you can pick up the trash can and move it around the van as you please.
Now let's finish those window covers. We decided to create templates for the window covers in order to get them to fit just perfectly. I wish that I could have created one template for both of these windows, but apparently they are different sizes, so I need 2 templates. We're basically covering some reflective insulation with some fabric. The side facing the outdoors needs to be black so that the outside world just sees a black window, while the inside is bright and fun. To keep things simple, we're simply using a hot glue gun to put these together.
How you doing?
Hours and hours of meticulous stuff.
Hey little bean. It's bath time? Yeah?
To match the window covers and the locker, we also painted the trim blue. Well, I really like it. It's more us, you know? Gives it a little more color and... Oh yeah, it's perfect. These covers block out the light, which is perfect, but we also cut the insulation into sections so that it actually could fold down more easily and we could look out in the mornings.
Let's talk about another topic. Everybody, they have to use the bathroom. How are we handling this situation? Well, this is our solution. Now ideally, we would probably want more of like a Nature's Head composting toilet, but that would definitely not fit in the bench the way it's made right now. It's just way too big. So mainly the important thing is you don't want anything to mix. So liquids and solids, they need to stay separate. I think eventually we might transition into more of a composting style, so maybe peat moss or maybe some kind of dirt with potting soil or something like that. Now at the moment, we're just using this for number ones. I found a bottle that would fit perfectly inside here. So that funnels all the liquids into here, take it out, maybe dump it into a toilet. And then to keep it clean, we also have a half and half water vinegar solution that we just spray into the funnel, and then it just keeps nice and sanitary. For now, we have our little bucket toilet, and that has worked just great. The next thing has to do with our power, and more specifically our power inverter. So as you know, we run everything off batteries, and not everything that we have is 12 volts. So when we need to convert that over to 110 and plug something in like a kitchen gadget, or like when we're boiling water, Then we need this power inverter. Even if you have nothing plugged into it, it's always drawing some kind of a power. So it would be really, really nice if we could just shut this off. Another time that I had overloaded the inverter, we were in kind of a parking lot and I didn't want to get out and alert anybody near us, you know, that we were in the van. Oops. I think we blew the breaker. You know, I think we're just drawing too much power from our hot water right there. So instead of getting out and opening up the back doors, it looked a little more something like this. Now imagine doing that when it's 90 degrees in the van and it's pitch black. I think we need a better way. So to solve this issue, I found a switch that's made for our inverter. Since this is really thin plywood, I think we'll finish up with a Dremel tool. Just cut a little square, pop it in. And all I gotta do is run the wire down and back to the inverter. Yes! We have power! Oh, that's gonna be so much easier. Another thing we wanted to do is bring in some of our memories into the van.
Our dear friends Candace and Damien made us a little painting. Love, Saturday van. Doesn't get any better than that. Thanks so much for being a part of the journey. And we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you on the next adventure. I'm just glad I crossed out the right one. I'm gonna paint you.
Our fridge is also metal. No, it's not. I thought it was. Let's see.